So, how many of you guys like cheesecake? Because I know I do. Well, I have a recipe that's going to have your taste buds thanking you because I just made it 5 minutes ago and it was delicious. But I'm going to show you how to make individual no-bake strawberry cheesecakes. The first thing is your ingredients, and you have to have 12 strawberries in all. 6 of them are going to go towards your mixture and 6 of them are going to go for your garnish. Next, you have to have your softened cream cheese. You have to have 12 ounces of softened cream cheese. You have to have 2/3 cup of sour cream. Yeah. And you have to have convection sugar, and you have to have 1 cup of that, which is basically like powdered sugar, and you can find it in the baking aisle, so it's pretty nice. And then you have to have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and this serves 6, so you have to have 6 individual graham cracker crusts, which you can find in the baking aisle also. So the first step is to coarsely chop 6 of your strawberries, which I have done here. You can do it in a food processor, but I don't have one, so you just finely chop it. And then I went ahead and chopped the other 6, which is how I started before this was all chopped up. This is going to be for your garnish. And then next, you're going to add all this stuff together. First, you're going to add your 12 ounces of cream cheese, which in the 8-ounce packages you do 1.5. And then next, you can go ahead and put in the strawberries, which is what I'm going to do. And I decided to make this because I like cheesecake and it was really simple, which I like simple. And then next you have your sour cream, which is your 2/3 of a cup. So this is 1/3. It can be a close estimate too. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. You're just going to dip it in there and measure it out and pour it in. Make that out of the way. And then next I'm going to add my 1 cup of confectioner's sugar. Just pour it all in there. And then the last thing you're going to add is your vanilla extract, which is 1 teaspoon. You can get a little bit extra in there if that's okay, because I can't measure very well. So, okay, that's done. And next, it also says to process until smooth, but again, I don't have a food processor, so you can use an electric mixer, which works wonderfully. So you're just going to do this until it's real smooth. You can start out on the first thing, so to get it going a little bit, and then you can make it go higher, but just put it on, just make sure you go all the way around the bowl, and it's easier to twist it around so that you can see how it's getting. And it's getting pink because of the strawberries, which also makes it pretty, which is good if you want pretty food. And I found this recipe on foodnetwork.com, and it's courtesy of Rachel Ray, which is good because she's one of my favorite cooks, because she cooks good food. Okay, that's done. Get some of that off. Oops. Last thing that you're going to do is get a rubber spatula and fill up the graham cracker crusts. You can fill them up, you should fill them up most of the way, but there's most likely going to be extra, so you can just, what I do is I just put a little bit of a dollop on top, and then you just use some of your strawberries that you had to garnish it with, and just set them on top and make it look pretty, because we like pretty food. And then you can just put them in. You can put them in the fridge for about half an hour to an hour, and then after that they will be good to eat, and you can serve them. So I have just shown you how to make individual no-bake strawberry cheesecake. So go ahead and enjoy some delicious cheesecake.